this is really someone that deserves that word, deserves that label. And let me just kind of run it down. We've had 30 years since the initial introduction of Youngblood. We have 26 years since we first met Deadpool. We have 25 years since the introduction of Image Comics, which changed the landscape of the comics industries. You guys know who Rob Liefeld is, right? Yeah! And he's still trucking with books out, Youngblood, Deadpool, Bad Blood, and Cable. So, to give him the Hall of Legends plaque and induction, I want you to make some noise for the CEO of Wizard World. Give it up for Mr. John Mata!
At Wizard, we wanted to honor some of the people that have meant so much, that have really been the inspiration for so many motion pictures and television shows, and led to all of this, and all of the properties that mean so much to all of us. So, as our inaugural inductee into our Hall of Legends, it's my great privilege to induct Rob. So here is what the proclamation says. For spending a lifetime as a fan and as a creator of the comic arts, for establishing your own distinct style of visual storytelling with dynamic, larger-than-life heroes and anti-heroes that burst from the pages on which they appear, right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Thank you.
For taking New Mutants to a whole new level, and for bringing to life characters such as Deadpool and Cable, who have defined a generation and continue to grow in popularity decades later. For creating X-Force, whose debut release sold over 5 million copies, making it one of the largest selling comic books of all time. That's a huge achievement. For fostering the independent spirit of the creator by running your own businesses, even while continuing to work with the major publishers like Marvel and DC. For building Extreme Studios and the best-selling title Youngblood in conjunction with the launch of independent publisher Image Comics. Any one of these would have been a life's work. Any one of them. You know, in a world like this, it's hard to get out of bed in the morning. Think about what Rob has done, for God's sakes. For exciting imaginations and inspiring countless millions of fans worldwide, for producing a multi-billion-dollar global enterprise that has seen your work cross all forms of media, from the printed page to cartoons, TV, film, internet, and beyond. We proudly induct you to the Hall of Legends. Thank you so much, Rob.
John, thank you so much. Yeah, come on, Deadpools. Yes. Yes. We'll wait for the... There you go. Thank you. Here's the deal. I'll never not be that 7-year-old kid who got Fantastic Four handed to him by the guy at the barbershop, who said, I'll take your Casper the Friendly Ghosts if you want to trade for this. And I looked at my dad, because all they gave me was Casper the Friendly Ghost and Richie Rich Comics. And I said, Dad, can I trade for this Fantastic Four? And he said, sure, son. And he drove me home, and we got him. And Fred the Barber, God bless him, he's left this earth, but Fred the Barber let me have that Fantastic Four #1. And then my parents were a little wary of Marvel Comics in the 70s. And I was blessed to have one street corner that had a liquor store, a 7-Eleven, and a food mart that had comic books. And they all sold different comics. They didn't carry the same thing. My parents said, don't ever go to the liquor store. We just don't want you going in there. I went there every day. They had the best comics. I've never stopped being a fan. And at that age, I knew, like literally between 7 and 10 years old, I knew all I wanted to do was create comic books. And it was just amazing. 30 years ago, I was allowed to do that. Marvel Comics hired me, and DC Comics, and I got to start this journey on this great career. And early on in my career, I got hooked up with Wizard, who started as a magazine and now is this phenomenal group of shows, and I've been to so many of them. Thank you, everyone at Wizard, for this amazing award. It just, I wish I could go back in time and tell that 7-year-old kid, you're gonna do comics, you're gonna do better than just trade for this one issue of Fantastic Four. And you know, I just want to thank Marvel for letting me create and fix up that New Mutants house. that gave us Cable and Deadpool and Shatterstar and Pharaoh and Strife and everybody. And every one of these cosplayers, no matter where I go, let me tell you something, this is amazing. The fact that you dress up and you take your time and you look fantastic and the fans love you. Thank you for rocking this Deadpool, these costumes. And I'll just end with this. So I got my Deadpool wallet. You might get yours at Hot Topic as well. But they sent me like 10 of them 3 years ago, and occasionally they fall apart because I whip mine up and out all the time. You know, I've got teenagers, they're expensive. My wallet gets a lot of work. But there's not 1 minute that I don't whip that wallet out and I go, oh my gosh, Deadpool's a wallet, and an action figure, and a $1 billion movie franchise, and cosplay, and I know it's because of you guys. And above all else, because I'm a fan just like you, thank you all. Thank you for this. Thank you, Wizard. I'm honored. Thank you.